Well, first of all, I want to warn Let's Go Help members. We're running a little behind in processing the grants, the Easter Bunny grants. Well, we're still trying to process them all, and we'll probably be a little late. So allow probably about 10 days for us to get everything out. And also in answering questions, because of the applications, I'm running behind in answering questions. So that's on Let's Go Help, where I answer them personally. And I want to, apologize that it may take another half a day or day yet before I catch up. But I enjoy doing it. That's why I hate to miss them, because that's my food. Food for thought is you asking me questions, because then I know what the problems are out there, that I can find help that other people don't know about, that could help them solve those problems. And so that is really the best part of this business, is you asking questions, because then I know what to do. And we just started a TikTok yesterday too, that seems to be doing very well, at least on our standards. Not like the big mega people, but for us, it sounds, and it's called Let's Go Help on TikTok, and that's sort of fun. But I want to talk about some things I read today. One is that truck driving schools. It's not the schools, it's the truck driving companies that train you to be a truck driver, and they say you'll make $70,000 or whatever. And that's not for the first year, but maybe later. But the headline in the New York Times was freight haulers offer training, but there's a catch to drivers. And that's the problem, is that you go to these training people, they say to train you, and then a guy went and got trained by them and took umpteen months. They finally got the training for free, finally got the job, and then they got sick a week or two after that. Something happened to their foot, they couldn't drive, so they were laid off for a couple of weeks, no pay. And then when they came, then the people wanted to fire them, and then when they wanted to fire them, then they had to pay them. The guy who was laid off had to pay the company $6,000 for the training. So that's terrible. So there's a lot of problems in the training. If you read that article, be careful about going to training programs that the truck drivers, the freight haulers, I guess they call them, that offer that training for you to be a truck driver. So be careful of those. And it's better to go to somebody, there's so many community colleges that will train you for free, or your career one stop will train you for free. And you don't have to pay for that training, and you don't get stuck in some agreement you signed with the truck driver company, because they want to protect their assets. So if they're going to train you, they want to make sure you don't leave, and so you have to work for them for a year or two. And if you get laid off or fired, you have to pay them for the training, and all kind of small print that the average person isn't going to look at. So just stay away. And if you want to be a truck driver, go to your Career One-Stop Center. That's in your county government, has a Career One-Stop Center. There's probably local programs that will train you for free with train you for free, and you don't have to worry about paying it back and all that kind of stuff. So that's important to do. And then also your local community colleges. A lot of them now have training programs for free, or for, you could get the government to pay for it, for that. So that's one thing. Beware of training programs that are not free, because it's going to cost you one way or another. Also, now another thing is that Biden, I'm missing a paper. What happened? Did someone eat it? No. Okay, now Biden did two things today. One is expand forgiveness payments. In other words, they're supposed to end at the end of I think this month. They expand, you don't have to make your student loan payments now until October 31st. So you have until September. And again, no interest will accrue. So it's free. I mean, you're going to pick up on the payments just like if the clock was stopped, until August 31st, and that's when you'll just start paying again like you did 2 years ago. So they expanded it from the end of, I guess the end of March it was going to be. Now it's the end of August. So that's a pretty good deal. It's a big helicopter from the White House blowing around. So that's it. And if you look, I think it's financialaid.com, studentaid.com. Look for help with your student aid and things like that. Studentaid.gov. I'm sorry, I don't have that. What it is. But you could also go consumerfinance.gov, and they have a good report on all the programs that you don't have to pay back at all. So go to one of the .gov sites to find out about, getting rid of some of the student aid or all of it or all the student loans you own. And don't answer phone calls, don't answer emails on people going to help you with student loan, because they're just going to sell you money. So find out all the other options first, okay? So that's important. Now the third thing is for family health care coverage. They just changed the rules. They probably go into effect on the first of the year. But see, to do Obamacare, you can't have like employer insurance. Okay, so if you have employer insurance, theoretically, you can't apply for the subsidized insurance. Boy, a lot of noisy planes here. You can't apply for the subsidized insurance, Obamacare. And if you get subsidized from your employer and then you want to add family to it, well, you had to add it to the employer's one. And if you add it to the employer's one, it's probably going to cost you a lot. If you and the whole family go to Obamacare, it will cost you less than what you pay at your employer. And in the past, you couldn't do that, but now you can. So before you take your family onto a company plan, check with Obamacare and see what that is. So that's going to come up at the first of the year. So that will be a nice addition, and there's like 5 million families who are eligible for that, and will save a lot of money. So they want to make people pay less for health care, and this is a way. So you have three things here. One is truck driving schools. Be careful of those run by truck driving companies, that you're going to get screwed eventually, so be careful. So you want to find free ones. How do you find free ones? You go to your Career One Stop. If you go to careeronestop.org, and you can put in your zip code and find a local one, or you go to your community college, and on careeronestop.org, you could find your local community college there too. So you want to find truck driving schools for free. And actually there's a lot of other training programs there. So if you want to get job training, try those two places first. The next is your student loans. They're not going to start making you pay them back again. Your monthly payment's not going to start until the end of August or the 1st of September. Now it's supposed to end at this month, so that's done. Then the other for Biden got together with the Obamacare plan, and if you have health care by a company or an employer, and you want to add your family, it's going to be cheaper doing Obamacare than what your employer will give you. So check them out before you make that decision. And that doesn't happen until the end of the year. But that's another little benefit. I mean, healthcare is incredible. And God, people ruin their lives by not having it, unfortunately. We pay too much. We pay double than any other developed country on healthcare per family, and we get terrible coverage. And we get terrible care. People die sooner here. We have more healthcare problems in this country than all the other countries where they pay half the price we do. Now, something's got to be wrong here, right? I don't know why people don't see it. I guess if you're a healthcare lobbyist, you don't see it. But it's crazy. Same with prescription drugs, and I don't know if that's ever going to change. These lobbies are so strong, and it's tough to change the system. But you got to chip away at it, and that's what Obamacare does. It's really the first, as Obama used to say, it's a starter health care. It's your starter set. Okay, check out us on TikTok. I think it's Let's Go Help. And also our new we're going to have a new platform too now soon on Let's Go Reports. And remember, Let's Go Reports, all the reports that we have on Let's Go Reports are free to members of Let's Go Help. So if you're a member of Let's Go Help, remember, don't buy anything from Let's Go Reports because you get it all free on Let's Go Help. And the other thing is that, remember, we're running behind, so have patience with us and getting the winners out. It'll probably take a little more than 10 days this time. And also me answering questions. I'm a day or two behind, so stay tight. Don't say, hey, I put in a question and I didn't get an answer. That's me. The old man is way behind. But I want to answer them all because that's how I learn and what to provide people and make the service better and everything. So thank you for your patience and putting up with me. And what we have, it's really, we're trying to keep it at only $20. Yeah, that's another mission of mine. And that's why if we make more money than that, with charging $20, we give it back to you as grants. And that's what I want to keep doing till I die. And I'm dying to answer questions, so I'll be there soon. Thank you.